We've been conditioned to resist, judge, repress, deny, and devalue our emotions. But true healing begins with acknowledging and accepting what we're really feeling. And not only is learning to accept your emotions an important part of healing, it's also one of the quickest ways to decrease your stress and suffering and create more peace in your body and in your life. Let's get real here. We're all human, and humans have emotions. They're physiologically hardwired into us. Happiness, anger, frustration, joy. It's all part of the deal. And yet we're out here acting like these very real and natural feelings that we have inside of ourselves are somehow bad or wrong or shameful. And this keeps us tense, anxious, agitated, and constantly overthinking. So much of our stress and suffering actually occurs because we're internally at war with our own emotions. When we push away and resist our own emotions, we begin to judge ourselves and judge others. We tense our muscles and contract our bodies. We numb and avoid and distract and build walls and intellectualize and run away until we become sort of bound up and tied in knots inside. And this often leads us to always feel anxious or overwhelmed or tense in some sort of a generalized way. On the other hand, when we learn to compassionately accept our emotions, it often feels like a huge relief. I'm not exaggerating when I say that learning to accept our emotions more and resist them less is one of the most powerful ways to deepen our self-compassion, decrease our self-judgment, strengthen our inner peace, and help our emotions move through us like they're meant to, instead of us staying stuck in our difficult emotions. Welcome to Somatic Healing Meditations, the podcast that helps you regulate your nervous system, deepen your healing journey, and feel better in your body. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm Karena with Hello Inner Light, and I'm a trauma-informed emotional healing coach who's here to help you heal the old emotional wounds, subconscious blocks, and self-sabotaging core beliefs that are holding you back from living a life of authenticity and joy. So if that's the kind of content that you need more of in your life, please subscribe to this podcast and join me every Friday on this beautiful journey out of your head and into your more embodied and authentic self. Today's meditation is a gentle journey towards tangibly accepting your emotions more and more so that you can feel more relaxed and at peace within your heart, body, and mind. I'll be using Havening techniques and Iffirmations, which are a more powerful and authentic form of affirmations, to help you soften your heart towards yourself today as you create more space within yourself for compassion, understanding, and resolution of your emotions. So let's dive in. I invite you to use Havening Touch for the entirety of this meditation because Havening Touch has a soothing effect on deep parts of your brain. So not only will it soothe and relax your body, mind, and heart, but it can also help you process through some of the emotions that you're going to be working with in today's meditation. So there are 3 ways to do Havening Touch. One is just by rubbing your palms together at a pace and with a pressure that feels soothing to you. So that's the first way you can do Havening Touch, by rubbing your palms together. The second way is to rub down your arms from shoulder to elbow, like a gentle sort of moving hug, just going down from shoulder to elbow, shoulder to elbow, shoulder to elbow. The third way to do Havening Touch is that you can use your fingertips or your palms and rub anywhere on your face, cheeks, or forehead in a way that feels soothing and comforting to you. So go ahead and begin the Havening Touch, and you can just move between those 3 areas, your palms, your upper arms, and your face, cheeks, or forehead, in whatever way feels good to you. If there's one of those that feels better than the others, do that one more. Just allow yourself to do the Havening Touch in whatever way feels good to you. So doing the Havening Touch, feeling the Havening Touch, begin to notice your breath. You can feel the air moving in and out through your nostrils. You can feel the rhythm of your breath causing your chest and tummy to rise and fall. And as you feel the havening touch and you feel your breath, just begin to call to mind an emotion that you've been struggling with, something that you would like help finding more peace, more resolution, and more acceptance around. And as you bring it to mind, your body is going to have a reaction. It could be a change in your posture, a change in your breath. You may notice an area of tension or contraction or discomfort. Or it really can be anything. But just begin to notice where you feel this reaction in your body the most. Is it more on the right or the left? Or maybe it's centralized, or maybe it's everywhere. Is this reaction you feel in your body more deep or superficial? Or maybe both or neither? How big is this reaction? How much space does it take up within or around you? What color is it? Does it have a shape or a texture or an image associated with it? And you may not have answers to all of these questions, and that's completely fine. You're just tuning in and noticing whatever you notice. So breathing, feeling this reaction in your body, noticing whatever else you notice about it. And continuing to do the havening touch. When we feel our emotions in our bodies in this way, even if you can't answer all of the questions I just posed to you, it helps us go beneath the stories of our mind that keep us looping in endless cyclical stress. And instead we connect with the somatic aspects of our emotions, which deepens our awareness of what's going on beneath the surface and helps our emotions move through us. So feeling this emotion in your body and noticing whatever you notice about it, continue to do the havening touch. Now we're going to do some affirmations to help you accept your emotions. So I'm going to read the affirmation and then you can just repeat it to yourself, either out loud or in your head. What if it's okay to feel this way right now? What if lots of people struggle like this sometimes? What if there's nothing wrong with me for feeling this way? What if my reaction here actually makes sense in a way? What would it be like to acknowledge what I'm really feeling right now and love myself anyway? What would it be like to soften my heart to myself and this moment exactly as it is? What if I can stop fighting with what is? What would it be like to just accept my feelings right now? What if I can love and accept myself even though I'm feeling difficult emotions? What if I can love and accept myself especially when I'm feeling difficult emotions? What if I'm allowed to feel this way right now, knowing that I won't always feel this way? What if all of my feelings are real and valid? What if it's safe for me to feel my emotions? What would it be like to no longer have to hide my emotions from myself and from others? What would it be like to no longer have to pretend I'm not feeling what I'm feeling? What if accepting my feelings is a good first step towards deeper healing? What if accepting my feelings is a good first step towards greater peace? What if accepting my emotions is part of accepting and loving myself as I am? More and more, I choose to accept myself as I am. More and more, I choose peace. So, continuing to do the Havening touch, just notice what you notice now. Again, noticing the location and the shape and the size and the color of that reaction in your body. Has it changed? What looks different about it? And what feels different? Just noticing any shifts at all, no matter how minor. And then continuing to do Havening touch, notice if there's a part of you that doesn't feel that emotion. So you've been noticing the part of you that does feel that emotion by sensing it in your body. But now notice, is there another part of you that feels something different? You may notice a part of you that's able to witness the emotion. You may even notice a part of you that can feel compassion for that emotion. And just noticing where this other part of you is in or around your body, even if it's just one molecule that can feel compassion for this emotion. Maybe it's one tiny speck of you. Noticing where you feel that and how you feel that, how you sense it, what it feels like. Breathing and doing the Havening touch. And we're just going to do those affirmations one more time. Again, repeating after me. What if it's okay to feel this way right now? What if lots of people struggle like this sometimes? What if there's nothing wrong with me for feeling this way? What if my reaction here actually makes sense in a way? What would it be like to acknowledge what I'm really feeling right now and love myself anyway? What would it be like to soften my heart to myself and this moment exactly as it is? What if I can stop fighting with what is? What would it be like to just accept my feelings right now? What if I can love and accept myself even though I'm feeling difficult emotions? What if I can love and accept myself especially when I'm feeling difficult emotions? What if I'm allowed to feel this way right now, knowing that I won't always feel this way? What if all of my feelings are real and valid? What if it's safe for me to feel my emotions? What would it be like to no longer have to hide my emotions from myself and from others? What would it be like to no longer have to pretend I'm not feeling what I'm feeling? What if accepting my feelings is a good first step towards deeper healing? What if accepting my feelings is a good first step towards greater peace? What if accepting my emotions is part of accepting and loving myself as I am? More and more, I choose to accept myself as I am. More and more, I choose peace. And now, one more time, check in with the reaction that your body is having to that emotion. In the beginning of this meditation, you noticed the size and shape and color. Noticing once again what has changed, what feels different, and what looks different. Now that you've experienced more acceptance towards this emotion, what else does this emotion need? And then the other part of you that you noticed earlier between the sets of affirmations, the part of you that can witness the emotion, or maybe even feel compassion for the emotion. What do you notice about that part now? Taking a few breaths. Really feeling the changes that have occurred within you. Breathing and continuing to do the Havening touch for just one more minute. Ask your body if there's anything else it wants or needs for this to feel complete. Maybe this emotional part needs some more support or needs something that you could offer it in this moment. Or maybe it needs something from you moving forward that you can take care of later or check back in with it later. Just noticing whatever answer you get. Taking another breath. And when you're ready, you're just going to allow your eyes to spontaneously open, letting go of the Havening touch whenever you feel ready. Great work. How do you feel now? And what did you learn about yourself as you approached accepting your emotions more and resisting them less in this meditation? What are you realizing now? Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this truly helped you move into more relaxation, peace, and acceptance of your emotions. If you enjoyed this, then please subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. And don't forget to join me here every Friday on this beautiful journey out of your head and into your more embodied and authentic self.